Good morning. Today in this module, we are going to discuss about economic planning done by India soon after Indian independence. The goals of 5-year plans. Economic growth. Of all the objectives, the objective of economic growth has received the strongest priority in all type of plans, including 5-year plans. Economic planning in India aims at bringing about a rapid economic development in all sectors. The key sectors are agriculture, power, industry, and transport. Through development of the economy, the country aims at increasing national and per capita incomes. Thus, poverty will be removed and the standard of living improved. Economic equality and social justice. The twin aspects of social justice involves, on the one hand, the reduction in economic inequalities, and on the other, the reduction of poverty. A rise in national income with the concentration of economic power in the hands of a few people is not desirable. In India's social political setup, vast inequalities exist. Indian plans aim at reducing such inequalities so that the benefits of economic development percolate down to the lower strata of the society. Full employment. Removal of unemployment is considered another important objective of India's 5-year plans. But unfortunately, it never received the priority it deserved. In the 6th 5-year plan, that is from 1978 to 83, the employment was accorded a pride of place for the first time. However, the 7th plan treated employment as a direct focal point of our planning policy. Economic self-reliance. The basic aim of the 5-year plan was the attainment of self-reliance. To achieve this goal, the 5th plan aimed at increasing production of food grains, necessary consumption goods, and raw materials and the level of exports. While emphasizing the increase in exports, the plan emphasized the need for establishing import substitute industries as an important facet for economic self-reliance. Modernization. This objective is a newer one. The important component of modernization is the development of a diversified economy that produces a variety of goods. This requires the setting up of variety of industries. It also refers to an advancement of technology in the field of production. Now we can evaluate the economic planning done in India till 1991. The main achievements are in these areas. First of all, economic growth. During planning period, national income has increased manifold. The average annual increase in national income was registered to be 1.2% from 1901 to 1947. The per capita income, which was rupees 254.7 at current prices in 1950-51, increased to 1741.3 in 1980-81 to rupees 5365.3 in 1991 period, and further it increased to rupees 16,563.5 in 2000-2001. Achievements in capital formation area. In India, due to the development of agriculture, industry, and defense, the rate of capital formation has also increased. In 1950-51, the rate of capital formation was 11%, which in 2001 remarkably increased to 21.3%. Development in the field of agriculture. Agricultural productivity has also marked an upward trend during the plan period. The production of food grains, which was 510 lakh metric tons in 1950-51, increased to 176.4 million metric tons in 1991 and further increased to 211.9 million metric tons in 2001-2002 period. Achievements in the development of industry. The first 5-year plan, much of the capital was invested to develop the industry and defense. About 50% of the total outlay of plans was invested for their development. As a result, industrial production has increased to a great extent. Achievement in the field of employment generation. In India, the problem of unemployment is most crucial. During the first 9 plans, much emphasis was laid on the creation of larger employment opportunities, such as emphasis on the establishment of small and cottage industries, spread of technical education, development of self-employment schemes, creation of larger industries, improvement of agriculture and the service sectors, etc. Achievements in the development of transport and communication. During the planning period, much attention has been paid towards the development of transport and communication. In the first 2 plans, more than 1/4 of the total outlay was invested on the development of transport and communication. Achievements in self-reliance. During the last 5 decades, considerable progress seems to have been made towards the achievement of self-reliance. We are no longer dependent on other countries for the supply of food grains and a number of agricultural crops. In the same fashion, we have made substantial investment in basic and heavy industries. We are in a position to produce all varieties of basic consumer goods now. Achievements in the area of price stability. Attaining economic stability has been considered as one of the major objectives of economic planning throughout the entire plan period. Next is achievement in development of science and technology. In the era of planning, India has made much progress in the field of science and technology. In reality, the development is so fast that India stands third in the world in the sphere of science and technology now. Economic planning in India during the period 1951 to 91 had been a mixed blessings. India experienced success in some areas, while in other areas it faced failures. For example, inadequate growth rate. Quantitative terms, growth rate of Indian economy may be good, but not satisfactory in any standards. Except the first and sixth 5-year plans, the real growth rate remained below targeted growth rates of GNP and per capita income. Only in recent plans, actual growth rate has exceeded the planned targets. India could not achieve the desired result in economic inequality and social justice. The twin aspects of social justice involves one hand, that is reduction in economic inequalities, and on the other, reduction of poverty. Rise in national income with economic power in hands of few people is not wished. In a capitalist framework, inequality, the distribution of income and wealth is inevitable. India's socio-political setup has vast inequalities exist till now. Unemployment. It never got the priority it required. Employment generation programs has received a bad shock and problem of unemployment is surging one after another plan. Still we have to prepare some special plans for reducing unemployment in India. High rate of inflation. There has been a rise in general price level during the planning period. The average rate of inflation has increased from 6.2% in second plan to 7.4% in 11th plan. Based on this module, these are some revision questions. Question number 1. Explain in detail about the goals of 5-year plans in India. Question number 2. Briefly explain the achievements of planning in India. Question number 3. Briefly explain the failures of planning in India. Question number 4. According to you, what may be the reasons for the failure of Indian planning?